What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Odas and Drew, and today we are back, bro. We are back, brother, with another YouTube video. Today we doing a Marvel thing today, baby, because you know, call me Bruce Willis because I'm a Marvel diehard, okay? Spoiler warning, because today we are talking about the top 10 season 1 moments of Loki. Yes. Clap it up. Yes. Thank you. Hold your applause. Continue. No, I'm just playing. But before we get into that, let's kick this intro. You know how we do it. Let's go.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Alright, let's get down to business. Today we are talking about the top 10 moments of season 1 of Loki. The most beautiful, amazing, fire show. Like, I can't even tell you how good of a show it is. Like, it's just your best friends, aunties, stepmamas, nieces, nephews, adopted daughter, new dogs, lotions, AirPods, iMac was gonna watch it. That just goes to show how good of a show it is. So without further ado, we don't waste no time. Let's get right into it. So, number 1, the introduction of the TVA. Now, in the Marvel Comics, the TVA is a time variance authority, and it's a process that works outside of time. So they go inside timelines to fix them and prune people, right? Like, say if you, like it said in the show, if you late and you go back in time to fix when you was late, you are a variant in that new timeline. So they go back to that timeline, they prune you with a Amazon Fire Stick, you know, and they fix that timeline, and you a variant now. So now you gotta serve your time or whatever they do with you. In the comics, the TVA is ran by He Who Remains and the Timekeepers, but we find out that the Timekeepers aren't real. They're just puppets behind He Who Remains, and He Who Remains is a variant of Cain the Conqueror. Stan Lee really said big brain time. Like, Stan Lee has the thickest, juiciest, most valuable brain. But bro must have been off a Perk 360. We was coming up with all this, like, for real. Number 2, the introduction of Lady Loki, bro. Sylvie, the introduction of Sylvie and Lady Loki, crazy. Who else was like, huh? Like, I was staring down, making eye contact with my TV. I was like, bro, because in the comics, Lady Loki, she is when Loki takes the form of a female because his sex is gender fluid. He's gender fluid, which means he can be male or female. Lady Loki is a conjoined version of Loki and Enchantress, and in the Marvel Comics. I'm not sure the specific kind, but yeah, bro, Lady Loki, when she came, she was like, "What is this about?
This isn't about you."
Then who is it about? Like, you better start telling us what we need to know ASAP. No Ferg, like, come on, man. Like, it was just so like different and like innovative. It was crazy. Like, and then she gave Loki a run for his money. You all saw how she beat him up. Hit him with a left, right. She started hitting dance moves. She started hitting the Black Boy JB on me. I was like, yo, it was just like so fire to watch her like switch bodies with other people, and like how her story came to be. Like, it was just wow. Like, bro, like, comment down below what y'all think a crazy moment in the show was if I didn't get all the moments. Number 3, the uselessness of the Infinity Stones. I don't know if y'all saw it in the first episode. Casey, the clerk, he had he had a whole entire Infinity Stones in his desk, and like, apparently when you are in the TVA or when you are outside of time, the Infinity Stones have no use. And that was just like really like intriguing to me, because like we know from Infinity War and Endgame just how powerful those glow rocks, those stone lanterns can be. We know how powerful they can be. So it just like when he pulled like the drawer out and he started playing with the Infinity Stones, and he was like,
we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
how does that work? Like, Marvel, y'all gotta tell us something. Kevin Feige, DM me right now. Let me know how it works, okay? I'm tired of being Inspector Gadget, having to use a magnifying glass with a long trench coat just to find out answers, okay? DM me right now. Follow me on Instagram, _0. Oh, that's Andrew. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but the uselessness of the Infinity Stones was a crazy concept because we've seen in the MCU there was 4 snaps. There was Thanos when he snapped once in Infinity War. The second time when he snapped again, and then he went to his farm. He used them again, and then the third time when Hulk used them to bring everybody back, and then the 4th time when Iron Man used them to make Thanos and his army of horrifyingly ugly people disappear. So we know how powerful the Infinity Stones are. And when we saw them in Loki, they were just sitting there like collectibles. Like you could put them around a necklace and wear it like it was a pretty piece you got for your mama. Like, you know, it was just really crazy to see. Like, number 4, the entrance of Old Man Loki, Kid Loki, Loki Gator, and Boastful Loki. First of all, we knew that Loki was gender fluid, but nobody told me he was creature fluid. Like, nobody told me he could be a whole alligator. Who wrote these lines? Who wrote this? Like, and plus, on top of that, people can understand him. That's crazy. We would have never thought that. But yeah, that's just like so fire how when Loki got pruned, I think it was at the end of episode 3 and then the entrance of episode 4, where Loki found out he was outside of time, and then Old Man Loki, Boastful Loki, Kid Loki, and Gator Loki all looked at him and it was like, come with us if you want to live. We don't know a lot about Boastful Loki and Gator Loki. Now, I know when on episode 4, I believe, I'm not sure about the episodes, but I'll definitely look them up. I know on episode 4, when the camera pans down into the underground bunker or hideout, you can see Thor Frog. You can see Thor Frog trying to get his hammer outside the little like mason jar that Kid Loki put him in. Yo, they're just so no. I think Loki Gator put Thor Frog in a mason jar, and then his hammer is right outside him. He can't even get to it, bro. That's just so crazy how like. That is so crazy how that concept works, and it's just so fire to see, you know, all the characters that we read like just like come to life in just like little scenes. Even the little scenes like are the biggest, like have the biggest impact. So that was just fire to see all those type of Lokis come together and come up with an idea to like, you know, like beat the odds, you know what I'm talking about? So it was just like fire to see that. Yeah. Number 5. When Loki and Sylvie get stranded on that planet, and when they get stranded on that planet, they really find like, you know, how much alike they are to each other, how much they need each other. Sylvie needs Loki because he's conniving and creative, and he knows how to wear a stylish suit and tie with a wonderful bomber jacket. That bomber jacket was fire. I need that TVA bomber jacket. And Loki needs Sylvie because, like, let's be honest, like, she's smarter than him. But you could cap all you want, but come on now, she really knows what she's doing. I forgot what the name of the planet was. Lamentus 1. When it was on Lamentus 1, they was trying to escape Lamentus 1 from blowing up. They found out like how much they needed each other and how valuable they were to each other. Like, it's crazy how in one episode, in a couple of days, Loki. It's crazy how in a couple of days, or I don't know how long it is to him. I guess we really gotta look at time. But it's crazy how, like, your whole mindset from going from this evil person in the first Avengers who wanted to take over Earth and then eventually the entire galaxy, to a person that cares, that sees a lot of themselves in another person and cares about that person. That's just so crazy to see, and all in the span of 6 episodes. So we really didn't see a lot. It's crazy how just Loki really like changed up and switched up, because all he cared about was Sylvie. You know, it was really crazy. Like, it was really crazy to see, but it was really fire to see though. Like, just like even the planets, and like, I don't know about y'all, but like I'm really big on like how cameras like move and like how they shift to show something bad or something good or something is about to affect the entire planet or something like that. I'm really big on how camera shift works, and it's just so fire to see. Like, and that was a really big moment. Like for me that was a really big moment, because we saw how like they relied on each other so much. They relied on themselves so much, because they both come from homes where their parents didn't pay attention to them, but they paid attention to Thor more, you know. And now they get to rely on each other because they don't speak on, they're not really good with emotions. It's Loki. When was the last time Loki said, "Hey, how's your day?" Or "I like your shoes," or "nice glasses"? Loki don't compliment people. When y'all heard Loki compliment somebody? Find me the timestamp. Find me the timestamp. So yeah, it was just really crazy to see like how they needed to rely on each other, even though they said nothing. You know. Number six, the intro of Goliath and the realm outside of time. Now, if we go back to the comics, Goliath is this big cloudy monster that feeds on time. Goliath feeds on time. And so when they go to the realm outside of time, they see Goliath. And I don't know if y'all read the comics like me, because you know how Marvel like to drop, they love to drop Easter eggs. They love to drop that. So I love to keep myself updated. And so, but Goliath was not that big of a character in the comics. And now that he is, it's like, bro, Marvel is really taking their time. Like, they really putting out S-tier characters. Like, we don't see a lot of Goliath. Like, we don't see a lot of minor characters like that. So the fact that Goliath was really in there and he was really like putting in work, like he was really like putting in work, like just like, and people couldn't get past him, because if you go past Goliath, you get to the Citadel, which was where He Who Remains was, you know. So it was just really fire to see, and it was really like cool. Like, it was a really cool setup, and to have Goliath show up and like just wreck the whole scene. And like, old man Loki, he shed a tear, and Loki don't shed no tears. Loki been listening to Ariana Grande, No Tears Left to Cry, cause I'm picking it up, I'm loving, I'm lifting, and we turn it up. And I'm just playing. Yeah, Loki don't listen to Ariana Grande last time I checked. So, but yeah, bro, it was just really fire to see Goliath show up, because it was just really fire to see a minor Marvel comic character show up and like have a presence. Like, you know, it was just really fire to see like W show, bro. Number 7, when the Timekeepers were puppets. That was the greatest. That was the most Easter egg, when Sylvie struck the Timekeeper and they struck that one Timekeeper in his heart, and then the other two started laughing. I was like, yo, there's somebody behind them moving the wires. They're puppets, bro. It was so crazy, because you never expect that type of thing to happen. Like, I was really like, it blew my bird like of a brain to see that. Like, when Ravonna Renslayer was talking about the Timekeepers, she was talking about them like this godlike presence, or like these beings that everybody looks up to and who runs the TVA, but they're nothing but iPhones with personalities. Like, they're nothing but TVs with faces. Like they're nothing but a bunch of wires. I bet you they got the newest iOS update. It was just so crazy to see how they were mechanical all this time. They set up that room for nothing. That room is an aesthetic. It's no Timekeepers. That room, they posted that room on Pinterest. Like, it was just crazy to see how the Timekeepers were like these pawns in He Who Remains this chess game. I was flabbergasted. I was drawing a blank. I was bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray. Like, it was just fire to see that, because they was being talked about as if they were this like higher form of intelligence. Now they're just Siri and Google Home. Number 8, King the Conqueror variant. I don't know about y'all, but when we got to that Citadel, I was like, this is happening. This is happening. It's happening. Bro, Miss Minutes did not have to do that jump scare, bro. If that was me, if she would have come out like that, I would have cleaned her clock. I would have knocked her out, bro. Like, I was hurt. When King the Conqueror opens up the elevator, I was like, I don't know if y'all watch New Rock Stars, but I was like, Eric Voss was right. He was right. He was right. Like, I was so excited because all the theories and all the Reddit pins and all the YouTube channels, Emergency Awesome, New Rock Stars, like, they was right, bro. Like, all that hard work paid off. I was so happy, bro. Because we know that the Marvel lineup, I believe in 2022, Ant-Man and the Wasp, 2023, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is coming out, and King the Conqueror is going to be a villain in that. And this man, if Demon Time was a person, King the Conqueror would be it. Like, this man is crazy. All types of timing. Like, he knows everything. He knows the scripts of time, and it was just crazy to see that. This man came in eating an apple, like a student, like he was a teacher and a student gave it to him because they liked him. Came in dripping with the robes, purple and green like the Hulk. Like, it was just so different. And bro, Jonathan Majors, W actor, bro. This man was going crazy. See, right now I'm speechless. Like, that part is still affecting me to this day. It's leaving me speechless. Number 9, Loki kissing Sylvie. I felt kind of odd about it. I was like, they're the same person, but they're kissing each other. Okay. We'll let it slide this time, Marvel. We'll let it slide this time. No, I'm just playing. But that moment right there showed that Loki has compassion. He just don't know how to show it, and he sees Sylvie in himself because she's literally a version of Loki, and he saw that he has love for another person other than himself, because one of Loki's fascinating attributes or characteristics is that he is selfish. He cares a lot about himself. He has a lot of sentences starting with I, or he's always thinking about how can he be the main factor of the equation. Like, he's always thinking about himself. So when Loki, that was a big moment for me, because that showed that Loki has like actual feelings and actual emotions, because he don't really show that a lot. He didn't really show that up until like Ragnarok and Infinity War, until he died. Unfortunately, SpaghettiOs, that boy passed away. But Loki was like his introduction into how he feels, and it's like, his emotions and like what he's really going through on the inside. So it really showed like Loki can care for other people. Like, it really showed that, and it was fire to see. Like, it was cool to see how two selfish people can, grow to love one another or another person. So that was a dub for me. Cause, yeah. Number 10. Let's go. Number 10, baby. The causing of the multiverse. I don't know about y'all. The causing of the multiverse was the greatest scene of all time. No, cause how can you come back from that? You can't come back from that. When King the Conqueror was like, when he who remains was like, I believe we passed the threshold. I was like, and then the camera pans up, and then you see the universe start splitting, and it splits even wider and wider and wider. I was like, Marvel is on timing. Marvel is on timing. Let's go. What? And then when Sylvie kills King the Conqueror, because he's known for having tons and tons of variants, so he was like, see you soon. I was like, this man is a planner. This man has a calendar full of schedules. You will never catch him on a free day. His schedule is, he is booked. That was just such a crazy scene. And then Loki runs back. He's trying to tell Mobius and Hunter B-15. He tried to tell Mobius and Hunter B-15 that there's a man who's far dangerous. He knows everything, because that man literally knows everything. Like, he literally knows everything. Like he was reading the scripts of what Loki and Sylvie was about to say, and he was like, it's a dangerous man, he knows everything. And so Mobius is like, you're an analyst, what's your name? Because they don't even know that he exists anymore, because if you can look, the camera pans to the King the Conqueror statue in the TVA, because it's his now. It was never the Timekeepers. That joint belonged to him. Give that man his masters. Outside the Citadel, time flows on one stream. And when the threshold passed, it started spreading out. And I was like, what is happening? Do y'all know how big, like, bro, this is on a bigger scale. Like, we're talking like Secret Wars. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I really hope this goes into a multiverse of madness, because hello, it's in the name. It would be dumb not to put it in there, like, you know? So I just hope that this, like, oh my gosh, the multiverse is here. What are they gonna do with it? Like, you know, these next few years are gonna be crazy, y'all. Like, it's gonna be so fire and so, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a Marvel diehard, so I'm so excited. Like, I can't tell y'all how excited I am. But yeah, man, those are the top 10 moments of Loki season 1. Now, I know what you're thinking, Andrew. Loki came out a long time ago. You still shut up. Leave me alone. Those are my top 10 Loki season 1 moments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, I know I've been gone for a long time, but I'm back now. But I'm back and I'm black now. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. But we back now. So I will be doing more videos regularly, because like, this is just a start. Like, watch. This is gonna be one of the biggest channels that you know. But I'm just speaking into existence. So. But yeah, guys, those are my top 10 Loki season 1 moments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell for when I drop a new video, because I will be dropping and I want you to watch. But yeah, alright, y'all. Y'all stay black, and we'll be back.